Right now, we're witnessing actually the death of our monetary system. When gold hits all-time highs, or the stock market, or Bitcoin, we see all-time low actually in fiat currencies. Fiat currencies are dying all over the world. The Swiss franc, the euro, the dollar, the yen, we will witness it. Every nation has record high debt. The US, for example, $40 trillion. They pay more than $1.3 trillion only in interest. They will print money again. Walsh from the Fed, one day he will definitely lower the rates, and then we have the final melt up. Guys, we're in the bear market. How is it? How is it in Prague? All right. Today we're talking about the commodity supercycle. Many people talk about it and the role of Bitcoin, of course. And I skip who I am. You all know who I am, I guess. And if you want to follow me, you have one chance to do it on social media, if you want to, but also in real life. You can follow me to the Marriott Hotel. It's room number 614. And because we're in a bear market, of course, I am now on OnlyFans. And if it gets worse, I will be on Grindr as well. Looking forward to meet you. So follow me on X. I post a lot about Bitcoin, about commodity supercycle, about politics. Looking forward to meet you there. And the first question to you, dear audience, what do you think? Are we witnessing right now actually a paradigm shift? What do you think? Just raise your hand. One, great, okay, perfect. All right, yeah, we do, we definitely do. And the thing is, we're all influenced by cycles. You can't deny it. For example, we have the cycle of the seasons, the 4 seasons, summer, winter. We are influenced by the cycle of the moon, the menopause, of course. Everybody knows it, especially the women, but also men. We are influenced by age, old and young. Life and death. So there are also cycles in the monetary system, but also in political systems. And right now, actually, we're on the crossroad of a historic turning point. And you have to prepare yourself for that. And one of those, I also described them in my last book, it's the 4th turning. I don't know who's familiar with this cycle, the generational cycle. But right now, many narratives collapse, break together. Imagine, or remember, for example, the narrative of COVID and the vaccines, the narrative of the climate scam, the narrative of the refugee crisis, the green transformation. So many narratives, and this is the change we're witnessing right now, actually, and more will collapse. The politicians in the last couple of years, they lied to us. It doesn't matter if they're left or right, green or blue or yellow or whatever. In every country, they lied to us, and they will continue to lie. But the lies are exposed, and the truth always comes out. And in times like those, one cycle is also the monetary cycle. New monetary systems come up, and others dies. And right now, we're witnessing actually the death of our monetary system. And people wake up. People wake up in the generational cycle right now. And the 4th turning, here wokeness is also over. Even the CEO of BlackRock mentioned it. Woke is over. So, like I mentioned, the 4th turning is separated in the seasons from winter to summer and so on. And the last winter we had during the Second World War, everything got destroyed. And afterwards, so the winter is preparing actually the foundation for the next exponential growth. After winter, spring comes, always. And then we had in Germany Wirtschaftswunder. We had the most interesting times, actually, the most economic growth we ever had seen in mankind, in Europe, in the Western world. And now we're in winter. And perhaps you're familiar with Game of Thrones when they say winter is coming. The White Walkers are coming. They are the zombies, the deaths, actually. Right now, the zombies are also coming. They're like Sanchez, Ursula von der Leyen, and all the politicians who lie to you. But people wake up. With every lie, people realize they're lying to us. And they don't have the solutions. They just try to keep the old system alive, but this system will definitely die. Fiat money will die. Bitcoin will definitely be in the future more important. So, right now, we see the end of our monetary system. You know, when gold hits all-time highs, or the stock market, or Bitcoin, it always means not that we see a record price of gold. No, we see all-time low actually in fiat currencies. In every fiat currency, gold was on a record high, so every fiat currency devalues all the time. And right now we also see the shift from the unipolar world to a multipolar world. We see the hegemon, the US, is struggling definitely, and so is the dollar, the fiat currency. We see poor demographics. We have so many problems, high debt all over the world. It's record debt level, and yeah, problems all over, and they have just one solution: printing more money and more debt and more taxes. So you all will pay more taxes in the near future, and this will be really, really hard. And like I mentioned, the gold price signaled definitely something is wrong in the system. It's like the fever thermometer of the condition of our monetary system right now. And it says actually that our monetary system, the fiat currencies, are dying all over the world. The Swiss franc, the euro, the dollar, the yen, we will witness it. So if God wants to, but the next couple of years will be really interesting. It will be volatile, but you have to prepare mentally and also with your monetary, with your wealth and your money. So the commodity supercycle we are right now witnessing is really interesting, actually. It's also an opportunity to invest your money. Because of AI, because of digitalization, because of a transformation in the energy system, we need in the next couple of years enormous, gigantic volumes of raw earths, of energy, and it will be mind-blowing, actually. And the thing is, and I will mention it later, all hard assets, raw metals, are limited by nature. The thing is, Bitcoin is limited by a natural law, math, by a code. So we have the opportunity, the first time, that we can create a new democratic financial system, a new monetary system. And the commodities are still cheap, for example, the next couple of years. We need so much copper, we need so much silver, zinc, tungsten for this revolution in AI and digitalization, for data center, like never before. For example, in the next 15 years, we need more copper than all mankind got out of the earth in 3,000 years. It's incredible. And still very cheap. You see also the global mining capex, so how much money did companies invest to get earth out of the floor, of the bottom of the earth, actually, it's not too much. They have to invest actually more. And you see here, copper, for example, the last great copper discoveries, it's like 6, 7, 8 years ago. Do you know how long it takes from the first drilling till they open the mine, till they get copper out of earth? Do you know how long it takes, at average? It's 16 to 18 years. In the EU or in Germany, it's like 100 years. So we will definitely see a big deficit, too much demand, and too much problems and deficits in copper, in tungsten, in zinc, and so on. Here you see what the world needs for electricity. What powers the world? It's coal, it's like fossil fuels, it's nuclear plants, and so on. So there will be so much need for new energy like never before, because AI needs it. Blockchain needs energy. And here you see, for example, Vietnam, India, and China. They're on the right-hand side of this chart. You see how their energy mix is built. And you see in black, it's coal. So coal is still in the game. It's still necessary to energize all these different countries. And people tell you that we should use less energy. But actually, we should use more, because energy is life. Energy is also prosperity and wealth. Because here you have the chart. On the left-hand side and on the right side, you see all the rich countries. They are up there on the right-hand side, up the corner. They all need a lot of energy. So if you put energy in something, you know it from your own life. If you want to achieve something, if you want to meet this girl or this boy, if you want to be good at school or university, you have to do something for it. You put energy, brain energy or muscles into this project to achieve something. So Norway or the United States, they are wealthy because they need energy, they use energy. So there are no countries which are using no energy and they are rich. All the countries who are poor, Somalia, Burundi, Rwanda, all the socialist projects, for example, they failed. They don't use any energy. So if somebody from the Green Party or from the Left Party tells you don't use energy, don't use too much energy, they want to make you poor. They tax you and they try to make you a slave, actually. So I expect a stagflation in the next couple of years. So gold will be definitely a good investment. Also digital gold. I come to this later, of course. And that's how in the 70s, during the stagflation, different assets performed. Stagflation means we have no growth, like in Germany, in Europe right now, or low growth, but very high inflation. And that's what I expect in the next couple of years. So and there's no way out. The central banks are trapped because every nation has record high debt. The US, for example, $40 trillion. They pay more than $1.3 trillion only in interests. They didn't pay any 1 cent back of their debt just for interest. And this will actually kill all the systems. And that's why we see that bonds, for example, already explode again. We have raising rates, government debt becomes not payable actually. They will print money again. Walsh from the Fed, one day he will definitely lower the rates and then we have the final melt up. And we all know, history shows government always print money and make more and more debt. The problem is we have to pay for it with inflation. And if you pay for with the debt with inflation, it means you spend the most precious thing you have in your life, this is your lifespan, your lifetime, to earn money. And when this money got devalued through inflation or taxation, they steal something from you which is, you can't bring it back. So that's why you have to put your lifetime, actually your money, your monetary life in a safe storage. And this is, for example, gold, limited assets, or even Bitcoin. So that's why I expect a commodity supercycle. So you see also the debt raises, and so does also the gold price. In the next couple of years, we will see extraordinary developments. The thing is, we don't know how much gold, for example, is in the crust of the earth. We don't know how much oil, gas is beneath the ocean. We don't know it. It's limited, yes, by nature. But the only asset which we definitely can say will end with this and this amount is the digital commodity Bitcoin. It's not Ethereum, it's not gold, it's not a share or oil or uranium, it's Bitcoin. We can definitely say in 2140, approximately 21 million Bitcoin will be mined. That's it. So it's the only asset where we can say it's over then. And this is magic, actually, because everything else, it's inflationary. So perhaps one day the SpaceX IPO will come. Perhaps one day we will do like mining on the moon or somewhere else. We find more gold or zinc or tungsten or whatever. But we won't find Bitcoin, that's for sure. And I didn't read anything about in the UFO files from the US government about that the aliens have Bitcoin. So we're safe, I guess. And the scarcity of Bitcoin is unique, and it will stay unique. We can't change the code. And we see also here in the Czech Republic, the central bank allocated like 1% of their reserves in Bitcoin. More and more countries, more and more companies, more and more people wake up and realize, hey, that's the only hard asset. It's limited. It's definitely limited by code, and this is magic. Nobody can change it. It's the first time we separate the government from money, and this is most important. And that's why Bitcoin came during this cycle. The thing is, in wintertime, at the last stage of the fourth turning cycle, old money, the old monetary system dies, and a new one comes up. Last time we had it in the 40s. You know, the old monetary system died, and during the Second World War, the war wasn't even over. In 1944, they met at Bretton Woods and said, okay, we make a gold debt and gold-backed dollar. And it worked till 1971, and then they just destroyed it again. And right now, we saw during the financial crisis in 2008, Bitcoin came alive. So I think the last winter started with the great financial crisis in 2008, and the fourth turning takes like a seculum, like 80 to 100 years, like the lifespan of humans. And it's separated, like I mentioned, in spring, summer, autumn, and winter. So in 2008, the winter started, and Bitcoin arrived a couple of weeks later. I don't think this is serendipity. I think it didn't happen by chance. It was meant to be. That's why I wrote a whole book about Bitcoin, and it's called The Biggest Revolution of All Times. But it's the first time that the monetary system is democratic, and we don't have politicians who say you have to use it. The stock-to-flow ratio is also very interesting. If you compare it with, for example, gold or silver, Bitcoin is, of course, superior, and it will be more superior in the future with every halving and so on. So to summarize everything for you, we are on a historical turning point. I hope you agree. I hope you prepare for yourself, and I hope you are a multiplicator. You talk to your neighbors, to your friends, to your colleagues, to your mother-in-law, even if you don't like her. Yeah, we have to prepare because the next couple of years will be volatile, they will be wild, and we will see a change in everything. I think we will see changes in the geopolitical spectrum, but also on the monetary side, on the society side, of course, as well. So it will be mind-blowing. And then we have also the revolution and the technical progress with AI. So really exciting times. And that's why Satoshi Nakamoto actually brought us or gave us as a present Bitcoin. Volatility will be, of course, here. So the next couple of months, I expect still the bear market, but it's accumulation phase. You should actually buy. I think the price beneath $60,000, perhaps even beneath $50,000, it's definitely a strong buy. And I think perhaps in October or December, it will be over, and then the 4-year cycle will start again. So I see I'm running out of time. I hope you enjoyed the talk. I'm always open for questions if you have some. I'm around here, so I thank you for your patience and hope to see you again. Recommend myself and follow me to the hotel as well on social media and, of course, OnlyFans, because we are in a bear market. Thank you very much. In Bitcoin Amsterdam, I had standing ovations. What's wrong with you guys? Just kidding. Take care. Bye.